pass. Our
they fixed
names
it.
are right. Cool.
Yeah. Yay.
They're actually mirrored to what they're supposed to be, so it's a bit
Right.
confusing. This is the second half of Tyne and Fear, who are playing in black, facing off against Lincolnshire, who are playing in purple. And we went into half 126 to 64, and it's been pretty safe to say there's been about halvesies score all the way through since just a few jams in.
Yeah. Halvesies score, but not halvesies on lead.
Right.
Tyne and Fear has had a significant number more lead jams, and Lincolnshire has had more penalties. Not a significant amount on either side to really be noteworthy, but Lincolnshire has more.
Right. It's been an amazing game, though, to watch, so I'm glad that you've tuned in. Fenno is out and has lead for Lincolnshire, and it's Moo working his way through the pack for Tyne and Fear.
Fenno shrugging off a hit from Fubar, spinning around and moving on. Moo still not getting any space until Benno actually tried to get him out of bounds, and he just kind of bounced back and used the outside line.
All right, that is the end of that jam. See, we got 8 points picked up in total for Lincolnshire, bringing them up to 72-0. Picked up that time for Tyne and Fear. See the Tyne and Fear roster really quick here in case you missed it in the first half, followed by the Thunder Ducks.
Quack.
Haven't seen a lot of changes in the rotation this weekend, except we have seen, I suppose, a little bit in the change in the traditional jammer rotation for Lincolnshire. They've been bringing in Tomahawk.
Miss Grave.
Finnickety probably is still recovering from an injury sustained earlier today in the SDRD game, and we surely wish him well. At least that's what I presume he has gone.
Yes. Got Skate Pliskin coming up, almost breaking out of the pack, has a few people to get past yet, and is designated lead. Meanwhile, Sparky still clogged up in the back with Toots, Dapper Fox, and an unnamed blocker that I cannot see because...
Secret blocker,
because Dapper Fox is taller than you would think.
Mystery friend. All right, little ducking through. Skate Pliskin through on a scoring pass there, picking up all 5 points. There has been a star pass there to Nicholas Rage. He'll be coming in on Skate Pliskin shortly.
Nicholas Rage is an occasional jammer for Team Netherlands, so I always like seeing him take the star and have a crack at it.
That was the first star pass of the game. And we're going to watch a replay of Pliskin gaining lead. And see, it was a tough fight, but he got through, got lead. Nicely done for everyone. So it's a 6-point jam for Lincolnshire. Still no points picked up out of these first 2 jams of the second half for Tyne and Fear. 126 to Lincolnshire's 78. As you pointed out earlier, just 5 weeks ago, these two teams played, and the score was quite opposite. Tomahawk, always very excited to get lead.
He does finger guns. It was off camera, so you couldn't quite see it, but whenever he gets through a pack, he does finger guns at the crowd.
He does, yeah.
It's very reminiscent of the Jonathan R. thumbs
I know,
up.
that's what I was thinking the other day.
It just makes me happy.
It's nice. I like a happy skater.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tomahawk calling that off after picking up 3 more points. Still holding Tyne and Fear to 0. I mean, the longer they can do this, the better, of course, for them. Nickel and dime that score away.
Yeah, I was chatting with one of the guys at the half, and they were saying, we just kind of have to settle in. You know, things change, and that happens, but we practice with all sorts of variations, so we just have to kind of shake it off.
Toots doing a great job up front with Jerry Adrick, keeping back Moo, but Moo is going to get lead. Toots is going to get that out of play warning.
Nicholas Rage going off for something.
Fenno now through. That was his initial completed as Moo comes in for his first scoring pass. Tries to jump through a solid human. That does not work out for him.
Not usually.
It's the thing. You can do it with ghosts.
I mean, this is a very haunted area of the world. I hear that maybe they could try that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not for me to read the minds of people so far away from me.
I have seen Ghost Blocker here all weekend.
It's true.
So.
It's true.
So.
But, anyway. Tyne and Fear still held to 0 in this F as we enter the 5th jam. We have Sparky out for Tyne and Fear, Skate Pliskin for Lincolnshire. Sparky is the namesake of one of Mary Chaos's Pokemon.
Yes, a Jolteon.
It's a Jolteon, and we told him at half, and I guess he couldn't understand our accents because we were too American. So he was like, what's a Pokemon? And it was like, Pokemon. He got it, though.
Yeah, like Pikachu.
And
It's like, oh, over.
Yeah.
And then he said something. I'm like, I have no idea what you said.
And it was, I didn't catch any of it.
Yeah.
My ears are like ringing from this weekend at this point. So I was just like, yes, thank you. Haha. That's where I am right now, I'm afraid. My voice sounds like this, and then my ears are dead. So, anyways, that jam.
It was a 5-0 jam for Sparky.
So that is the first 5 points put on in the second half. Tyne and Fear, thanks to Sparky. Lincolnshire picking up nothing that time, 131 to 81. We've got a 50-point differential at this point.
Pliskin still hanging out in the penalty box. He had been issued a forearm penalty during that jam. Or a cut track. I saw both, so I don't know which one actually went down. But lead jammer quickly for Mackenzie.
Mackenzie now coming in the back, nearly at turn 1. Mackenzie coming into a very thick wall of ducks in the back. Skate is back in play and trying to press through. Mackenzie is out. Skate is going to have to recycle back. Looked like he did a little bit of jammer on jammer offense for a second. So Skate trying to get past. He's got Nicholas Rage and company up front, Yorgi Bear and what have you. Skate is through. That was his initial.
Nicholas Rage going to sit down for a failure to return.
Oh, Mackenzie was trying to call it, but he was getting a track cut while he was trying to call it.
And a track cut. Oh, Skate Pliskin is being told to go back on track.
Yes.
A cut track was called, but some more information was gathered by the front OPR.
Yeah, I think it was confused and was being issued over there. He thought it was being issued to him. Anyways, the track cutters clearly in the box. Skate Pliskin picking up points. Everything's fine.
Everything's great. Roller derby.
Yeah, I think, there's just a little bit of miscommunication.
Everyone's on the floor now, so that's not ideal.
Yeah,
Dapper
it
Fox.
happens though. Just have a little lay down.
Dapper Fox had booped our friend Mackenzie out of the air, and then
Did you say he booped him?
Yeah, he booped him
On the snoot?
No, because that's illegal.
It is. Yes. Just testing you, and you passed. So Mackenzie being recycled back by number 60, who is geriatric. And now he is in a geriatric sandwich, which is not the place to be. That is the natural conclusion. The jam, 9-9 jam, 140 to 90. We still have that 50 points between the two teams. Oh, sorry, 1 point has been taken off. So it's 139 to 90.
Geriatric going to sit down for a stop block that occurred at the end of that jam. So Tyne and Fear are going to have a slight blocker advantage going into this next jam.
Certainly. Yeah, Moo out once again for Tyne and Fear. Fenno out for Lincolnshire. It's going to be Moo. I feel like he has a very high lead jammer percentage at this point. Fenno managing to find his way out on the outside. Shortly will be in scoring position. Moo taking a step out to the outside, pulls himself back in to avoid any kind of track cut. Calls it from inside the pack. Was not enough time for Fenno to pick up any points despite his efforts.
So there were only 2 Lincolnshire blockers in the pack by the end of that. Gazabite and Doug Misgrave worked really nicely together to hold the Tyne and Fear jammer in the pack, prevent him from scoring more points. So that was pretty cool. I like seeing that.
No, I agree. Absolute. Sparky out once again. Tomahawk also out. Looks like we're doing pretty tight jammer rotations for both of these teams. Sparky taking a little collapse there with Toots. Toots going to come in behind the opposition and try to break them up, as he has been diligently doing this entire game for Tomahawk. Tomahawk trying his best to muscle past Nicholas Rage and Kimikow gets knocked out to the inside and comes on back.
This initial pass has been a little brutal for both these jammers. Both teams are just having locked down their defense. Tyne really does not want Tomahawk to get another lead jammer.
So Tom up front still held up by Dog and Yorkie Bear. Finally gets through. That is lead acquired, but it took over a minute to get there. So really a testament to Tyne and Fear's defense. Sparky in the back. Geriatric is sent off for a penalty. Let's see if that makes it a little bit easier for Sparky to get out of the way. Dapper Fox taking one last swing. Kimikow up at the front. Anyways, jams in it. Let's go ahead and see a replay. Got this Nicholas Rage up front, giving Tomahawk the business, going to recycle him all the way back. So Rage has just been an amazing blocker all weekend. I mean, there's been so many people, but I'm almost thankful that nobody has asked me my opinion for MVPs.
Yeah.
Because I don't honestly know what I would say. I could pick probably one from each team, but if I had to...
It depends. If
really
we were
does.
asked to do blocker and jammer from each team.
Yeah, I would probably just be upset if you gave me a couple of days.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been absolutely beautiful. Speaking of beautiful, Kyle McKenzie out once again for Tyne and Fair. Skate Pliskin out for Lincolnshire. Looked like for a second Kyle McKenzie was thinking about snapping that star off. But don't do it until lead is closed. All right, so out of the pack, a forearm's being called on Skate Pliskin. He's had a couple of jammer penalties at this point, and I kind of wonder if he's about to get in a little bit of trouble. Do not have the statistics in front of me, so I can't give a solid answer on that. There's a no pass for each of these teams. I believe it was called. Kyle McKenzie took a pretty reasonable spill there. Colin, our medic, is having a look at him. He is off of his own accord, so nothing hopefully to worry about. That means he'll sit out 3 jams, but good on him for saying yes to seeing the medics, because concussions are a really horrifying thing, and you want to make sure to take care of your brain, because that's where you keep things like memories, passwords, video game cheat codes,
memories of your cats,
where you put your keys, mental images of other cats you've seen.
Yes.
Anyways, I don't know what all you keep in your brain. Math, maybe. I don't know. You keep whatever you want in there, but you need to take care of it. Anyways, Moo having a seat in the box. That's going to switch out Skate Pliskin, who is already seated. So Moo's going to be in there for, just a few more seconds.
A hot second.
Yeah.
Now, Pliskin did start in the box, so Pliskin is eligible for lead.
And I believe even though Moo had been declared lead, it was one of those, split second. No, actually, you got a track cut. Skate Pliskin is now your lead jammer.
Whistles are going a little bit of a pile up there in turn 1. Pliskin able to duck under everyone. You can avoid forearms if you just duck under all the blockers.
Yeah. If you can do that. Skate coming up the top of that back. Very nicely executed. That is another 5 points. Moo back in play. Sliding by on the outside with a little help from his friends. We are on the far straightaway to the starting point. Skate getting taken to the inside is going to go ahead and call it off, looking a bit winded after all of that. Let's check out some replay action.
Checking out some Pliskin skating here.
There we go. That little duck that you like so much.
Especially when tall guys get really low.
I know. That's why I'm like, he's very tall.
Yeah.
But he is a thunder duck.
Quack.
Quack. Quack, quack, quack.
I spit onto my microphone.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I
sure.
guess don't if you want a sound effect for your commercial, Lincolnshire, don't look to us.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess this is
we
gave you all we had.
Look at our crowd.
It's good.
There are a lot of people here.
Yeah, I was surprised how many people were here this morning. But it's wonderful to see so many people here, no matter what time of day it is. So thanks to everybody that's tuned in. Thanks to anybody that's shown up. It's been a really wonderful event, and I've been so happy to be here.
Yeah. MEC has a reputation for being amazing.
Yeah,
so
well, really, I've enjoyed many European events. And I feel like the crowds are big. They often have team chants, something that I could always get behind.
I think we just got photobombed by Illbilly.
Wow, I'm fine with that. What, on the feed? Did he come right here?
Yeah, he came right behind.
Well,
that,
you know.
Those kids with
call,
their rock and
Just
roll.
call Illbilly a kid. That guy, he's a grown man. Still don't want him on my lawn.
All dogs are puppies. All players are kids.
All dogs are puppies. All
hey, speaking of puppies,
anyways,
it's Dog.
Yeah.
It's lead.
He's lead. Dog but a puppy. Out for the first time as a wee jammer. Taking lead, racking up those points.
Fenno is in the Sisu penalty box.
Yeah, this is going to be Dog's chance to ever widen the score.
To have his day?
How's that?
It's his chance to have his day.
Oh, my word.
Waka, waka, waka.
I was trying to make a dog-eat-dog pun next, but I don't think it's going to work out. We don't have a second dog. No, there's like 30 dogs in the crowd.
I'm sorry. I ruined your pun opportunity.
You did a waka-waka, and I appreciate that. Anyways, Dog threw another scoring jam. That is 10 points. We had got the score under a 50 points differential, and now it's coming back out right now. We're at the 48 points, of course, still at under 50, but not by much. So this pack ever speeding up, trying to stop bleeding out these points.
Let's see, what have we got here? We've got Dog coming up.
Got that takeout at the
and getting taken down.
It says Benno equals Dog's name. You what? Oh. So the skater, okay, so our producer is Dutch. She said Benno is a dog's name. Oh God, he's gonna eat Benno. We've gotta, I don't know how to tell him. Well, let's just hope that he's cool about it. Dog-eat-dog worlds are horrible.
Sparky and Bear Skills. Bear Skills actually almost got booped out by Nicholas Rage, but able to use the toe stops to go further. However, then ran into trouble further up in the pack. And thus we are back behind the pivot line again. And they'll try it from the start.
All right. Douglas Graves. See what that contact ends up being. It does end up going into a track cut for Sparky. So good job on that business. Knocked out to the outside. Bear Skills is recycling back not terribly far. His teammates coming up in just such a uniform formation, blasting up against this three wall of Tyne and fierce skaters they have up front. It's going to be knocked out once again and recycled back behind Bull.
I like Toots standing there being a good manager, just like directing his friends up front, like, you guys are doing awesome.
This is what
Keep
we're
doing that.
So there has been a star pass to Douglas Graves, and we've seen Don the Star a handful of times this weekend and has been able to make some headway with that. Excited to see what he will do this time as well. Sparky, little hop over the edge of that apex, and he's coming back in for his first scoring pass. Douglas Grave just came through on his first scoring pass. That is 5 full points. Looks like Sparky. Oh, sorry, that's Toots headed off to the box, not Sparky.
Yeah, Toots went out for a out-of-play block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He tends to chase the jammer, and I assume that's what just happened.
Yeah. He was just very excited to do a thing.
Sure. Yeah.
And we've got a Sparky replay. We like Sparky replays.
Had this replay. Here we go. Here we go.
Doug in the front, Sparky on the inside
Boop.
line. There it is.
There was. That's what I call a boop.
Oh, okay.
Tiny apex jump. Boop.
I do like that. I feel like a boop can have many connotations.
I feel like I get nervous if you've ever booped a snoot, because if you call them these boops, I feel like you may have hurt some animals. All right, it is Skate Pliskin out. Did not get lead, though. Got a track cut, which seems to have happened a few times now.
And as jammers are wont to do, sometimes you hear that whistle, and you think it's a double, so you rip the star off.
You see the other star come out of the pack, and you just pop it off.
Yeah, and then just existential dread fills your soul.
Yeah, well, I mean,
maybe not Con
it's
McKenzie.
not like it's the worst thing that's ever happened. You're going to have a 2-minute jam. It's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Things happen.
You've obviously never done that against Victoria.
I have not.
It's terrible.
You know I haven't.
It does make you feel like the end of the world is coming.
I know. I'm sure I would be very upset, but,
Con McKenzie seems to be handling things well, though.
Well, also both teams really have the energy and the endurance to handle another 2-minute jam. Although I feel like we've seen several in just this half.
Oh, Tyne has turned, and now we've got Gazabite, who had taken the star. He is going to be on a power jam, using them little feet on the edges to get by.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, another 5 points. Gazabite coming in yet again. So we get down behind 30 seconds left in this jam. That is another 5 points. Gazabite's really racking them up, and we are seeing the score sliding again.
It's a shame that Skate Pliskin got a penalty for that, because that was some real smooth offense that he just did.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I think that's going to put Skate probably in a little jam or a little penalty trouble.
Yeah.
Which is worrisome because he's high in the rotation, as you may have noticed. So let's go ahead and check out this replay.
Here we go. We got McKenzie gonna take a hit and keep on going.
Yep, he's got it.
Still keeping that 50 points.
Yeah.
Just about.
Well, what do we got? 44. Is that math?
Yeah, 50-ish, I said.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
50.
Yeah, it's just a little below 50.
I guess you can't hear my shoulder shake.
It's true.
On the microphone.
The little hand.
Yeah, the little hand.
Moo has lead for Tyne and Fear. There's going to be Fenno coming out. Oh, good Lord. That is a huge hit to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You know what? Cool.
Both jammers out quick. Moo coming out backwards. Fenno just a man on a mission.
Got those 4-4s. They're going to let Fenno go on in. Moo finds an open lane. Dives into that pack, but finds himself on the outside. Nicholas Rage up front. Ready to see Fenno along with Kimikau.
This is the first time we've really seen one of the teams run it long on purpose.
You what?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm thinking since they're starting to get towards the edge of the period now, eat up some clock. Even if you're trading points, it's still that healthy 50-point, 44-point lead.
Sure. Well, I mean, now we've got the 40. If Lincolnshire can keep inching it out, I mean... All right. Oh, they're mooing.
Yes, they're mooing.
Oh,
That's
man,
right.
I
They're
was like,
mooing.
who is booing? They're mooing at Moo.
Direction of gameplay going to send Dog to the penalty box. He's going to, put a dog joke in there.
Ah, he's back in the doghouse already.
Right, there you go.
Oh, yak, 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 yak.
Right.
I don't know what sound I need to make to indicate I've done a dad joke. All right, here we go. Let's have a look at some
Here we go.
excellent
Doo-doo-doo.
Feno
I'm
action.
just skating, and
Boop, boop.
yeah, I can
It's a
see
boop,
how
yeah.
that's a boop.
Yeah,
I mean, we have many words in the English language that mean many things.
it's pretty finite. If we're using boop for a hop and using your body to hit another body, and also to dink an animal in the nose. I don't know, I'm going to have to write Merriam-Webster and see if they could give me any input on this. I have a lot of spare time.
This is it was an official
Yes,
timeout. I'm looking. Lincolnshire has not really used their timeouts.
No, they really haven't. And as I recall earlier, they were slow to use them as well, which is
Yeah.
fine,
We got Tomahawk on the line and Sparky popping out for lead. Tomahawk shrugging off a hit. He's too busy adjusting his elbow pads to do finger guns, however.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Those finger guns are in your heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always. Tomahawk slicing through. Well, Dapper Fox is giving Sparky the business. Tomahawk almost got through. Fubar took him out on the outside line, recycled back. Multiplayer block going to send someone off the track. Oh, our pivot from Lincolnshire. Things are happening in the corner that I cannot see.
That's real life. We're literally sitting by the camera.
Yeah.
So,
Derby hugs.
gosh. Tank
I've
and
seen so
Bull.
many derby hugs today.
Derby hugs, yeah. Definitely. Doing a great job of keeping Tomahawk back. Tom is through, though. That was another 5 points for Lincolnshire. Right now, 34-point game.
Yeah.
Coming up from being essentially halvesies for so very long and then having that essentially 50-point differential, we're really sinking in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
What's
and
up?
that one, Tyne again ran it long. It was a 4-9 in favor of Lincolnshire, even though Lincolnshire did not have lead.
Yeah, that's
So,
good job.
Feno, now Lee. McKenzie getting past his grave. Feno able to sprint through thanks to some lovely offense from Doug Musgrave.
Absolute swarm of a pack there. Very short gem as well. So 4 points picked up by Lincolnshire now. A solid 30-point differential.
Again, I'm surprised at the timeouts that are sitting with
Yes.
this. You would think Lincolnshire would go, okay, now is the time to start utilizing these timeouts.
Yeah, well, there you
Hey!
go.
Maybe? Is that what just happened? I heard a
Oh,
tweet, tweet, tweet.
it was a Tyne and Fear one, though.
Yeah, it is a Tyne and Fear one. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Well,
Okay.
somebody gonna
someone did the
utilize
thing.
timeout. Yeah. You got it. So,
Yeah.
what is left in this tournament, Chaos?
Nothing too important, just the gold medal game.
I don't know if I'm going to
Yeah,
stay if
I don't
it's
know.
if
It
that's
looks
the case.
boring.
Who is it?
So these teams, they're pretty new. They haven't been around that long, so I don't know. There's one from London called Southern Discomfort.
Are we talking about London, Missouri?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
I
I didn't
think
check the geography beforehand.
It's gonna
It's, we're only announcers. We don't need to know these things, right?
I guess it would have to be in Europe, right?
Yes.
Technically.
Yes. London,
Alright,
UK,
so-
and New World Order from Manchester.
I believe that's pronounced Manchester.
Manchester.
Every time I try to say a British city name, they're like, just leave off the middle. So I'm all like, they're like, how do you say that? And I'm like, is it Leicestershire? And they're like, it's Leicester.
Leicester, yeah.
And I'm like,
and I know that because there's one of those in Massachusetts.
Oh, I thought there was one in Pennsylvania. Oh, that's Lancaster.
Yeah, that's Lancaster. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm bad
just
at
like
saying
Worcester.
names. Yeah, Worcester, I believe you mean.
And moo. Moo.
So
Moo, 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 moo.
Moo, 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 moo. 5 moo.
5 moo.
Moo coming in on another scoring moo. Blasting up against that moo.
Well, the timeout worked.
Yeah, certainly did. Yeah. What's that? What timeouts can do for you? A story by Tyne and Fear.
Geriatric has the star. Maybe his second time taking it. I know he took it one before, at least, but not on a significant amount.
I think that may be the second time I've seen him do it all weekend. I think I've managed to land myself on the LRT games this whole time.
Oh.
Yeah, which I'm totally cool with. 4 more points brought to you by Geriatric. Right now, a 19-point jam for Tyne and Fear. A 23-point jam for Tyne and Fear. Coming out of that, did they just take a timeout and be like, we need to mean business?
Right.
All right.
Remember that stuff we were doing
this
morning?
They were held scoreless for like 4 jams at the beginning of this half. And there's been, I feel like, 10 tiny games within this one game.
Yes.
There's been so many plot twists. And now a 28-point jam, I dare say this is the highest scoring jam of the game.
Oh,
and if they can get above 35, I believe that's the highest scoring jam of the tournament. Ooh, all right. Tomahawk also meaning a little bit of business. It's fair. 30-point jam. Let's get a little replay going here.
And then this hit coming up.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get in someone's way like that.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Physics. I mean, that was like the momentum problem they would give you in high school of like the 2 trucks going towards each other, which one wins, essentially. And it's like momentum and never mind.
My high school
it's that math thing
there was
that
no
we want to
train
protect
wreck in my high school, except me. What's up? Tyne and Fear at 220, Lincolnshire at 170. We are in probably the penultimate, if not the ultimate jam. The jam clock and the period clock are almost in sync.
So after this, we could be saying bye, bye, bye.
How's that?
After this, we could be saying bye, bye, bye.
Yeah.
Because they're in sync.
Wow. Yeah, you went there.
I mean, I feel bad that I had to explain it again because it was bad enough once, and then saying it the second time, I just feel bad about myself.
And I should have just left it.
Yeah.
So we all could have just lived through that moment. But here we are. We're still in it.
But here we are.
Anyways, Sparky is out.
I'm not usually this punny.
I know. I'm like.
I'm not.
What's up?
I got feedback saying I needed to make
more puns.
So I get some that's like, oh, you should be funnier, and others that's like, stop making puns. I'm like, well, I can't make all of you happy.
Anyways, it's going to turn into a power jam. Yeah. Fenno is headed off to the box.
Yep.
So I do suspect this is going to play out. We've got 1.5 seconds separating the jam clock from the period clock.
Yeah. So
if they run the jam clock down, the period clock will be gone as well. Right now, a 15-point jam for Tyne and Fear. 235 to Lincolnshire's 170. Fenno might contain some points that he has in the box with him.
True.
He is now standing. He's going to come out with 2 seconds to spare on this jam. Sparky really fighting it to get to the top of that pack. Not quite doing it. The Ducks are really, as we said earlier, hungry. I think this was an amazing game to watch.
Yeah. And this was, like I said, a little bit of an upset, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
these teams are very evenly matched all the time, but with Lincolnshire
Certainly.
having won by 100 points only a few weeks ago.
Right. Yeah, like literally like 5 weeks ago.
And-
so
And it was, Tyne and Fear almost put up the same amount of points that Lincolnshire did the
Right.
last time they played.
right. So, as we said, there was a little bit of change in jammer rotation for the Ducks
Right.
just today. And so, that can play into it. Tyne and Fear have also had 5 weeks to formulate a strategy.
Right.
These two teams have faced off several times this year. In fact, I was talking to one of them outside, and they said this is we've done this matchup several times. And so they know each other. There's none of that figuring each other out for the first couple of jams that you often see with opponents that are less familiar. But I thought this was a great game to watch. Beautiful third place game. So congratulations to our hosts, Tyne and Fear, for taking the third place with 239 to Lincolnshire's 170.
Yes. And this is my last game for the tournament.
And mine as well.
All right. And so, same with our lovely producer, Esther. Terminate.
Jesus. Yeah, I'd show you, but I'm afraid to touch the camera. But so thank you all so much for joining us,
Yes,
and stay tuned shortly for the gold medal game, and then it will be followed by the medaling ceremony from Julia Sleazer.
I am Mary Chaos.
Thank you.
Thank you.